All right, so we haven't ranted in a while on this channel because, quite frankly, I haven't had anything get me super pumped up to rant about. Well, that happened today. Okay, the discussion was had. Ultimately, I came to the real because, spoiler alert, I'm working on a video. Current Hulk and Doomsday, and current Doomsday, of course, versus current Superman and current Thor. I think it's a banger video. Probably drops tomorrow. Well, in the discourse, we're talking about Thor, right? And Dario Agger is supposedly going to be the one that brings the end of this new Thor. My rant today is who gives a fuck about Dario Agger? So before we get into that, smash the like button, 300 plus likes if you enjoy when I rant, when the Yancey Street really comes out of me and I got to talk to the people. Also, make sure to subscribe. We're real close to 30K subs, which has been a big goal of mine. So definitely hop on and join Yancey Street Gang if you haven't already. Now, back to the topic. This is a serious discussion to me to a degree. Obviously, it's a rant, so I'm going to say some funny shit probably, but this matters because this Thor run has the chance to be goated, right? Like, this is the strongest Thor we've ever seen. He's got rune magic. He's got fully unlocked his own potential through the Thor power. He's got the power of Zeus. He's got the power of Odin. Still technically retaining some of the power of both Gaia and the Phoenix. It's fucking real in the field, okay? This Thor is broken. And apparently, the big villain that's going to spell the end of this Thor, it literally said at the end of the last comic, the death of Thor has been confirmed through the return of this character. It's Dario Agger. And when I covered this, I said, I know you people are wondering why Dario Agger. And the answer is I don't know, because who gives a fuck about him? Like this is serious because I am a big Marvel head. Now, if you are a follower of the channel, you will notice I have covered a lot of Marvel comics. I am friends with a lot of authors on both Marvel and DC's side. And so this shit matters to me. Like the landscape of the comic book realm current day matters to me. It really does. That's what my 95% of my content revolves around. So to see this, and I want to preface this. I understand taking chances on characters. So what I mean by that, I call it like the Guardians of the Galaxy effect. When that was made a movie, no one gave a shit about the Guardians of the Galaxy conceptually. No one cared about the team. They really did. The fans were not outspoken. Like, they just weren't that popular. Well, that movie was a smashing success. Now, a lot of people know the team. That's kind of what feels like the approach here by using someone like a Dario Agger. But in my opinion, this is way too fucking extreme. Like, this is a main event storyline. This is Thor. Whether you love or hate Thor, he's top three, right? In Marvel, top three to top five. People tune in for what the fuck Thor has going on. That's just the nature of the game currently. Not to mention, regardless of what I think about Dario, Al Ewing's a fantastic writer. He's given us some bangers over the year. He's handling Thor. I have nothing but praise for him as a writer. I think in a main event storyline like this, rolling the dice on a character 99.9% of people genuinely don't give a shit about. Too much. Doing too much. Like, Dario Agger is a problem for Marvel. This is a villain problem for Marvel because no one cares. Like, when I see when I see that, right? I'm reacting to this comic. It was sponsored. I'm reading this. And he shows up at the end of the comic and they're like, this is definitely how Thor dies. I'm like, dude. Am I tripping? Who the fuck is this? Like who who is this Boar? Like is this Mr. Sinister, one of the clones? Is that Dario? Like it's because we never see Dario. No one cares about Roxxon. But Roxxon was mentioned earlier. Dario Agger back from hell. I'm sorry. This is just the hardest of cells. In terms of a villain, this is even harder than drawing up a new villain from scratch. Like this villain already exists and no one gives a shit. And it's crazy too, and it's kind of funny because the Zeus stock is way down, right? Like got absolutely hoed by Thor. Yet the Minotaur stock is way up. Tell Rome get their bag up, bro. Tell them get their mythologies all fucked up in Marvel. And that's crazy. The Minotaur's the big dog right now, but Zeus sucks. It's a big if true. That's an insane turn of events. But this is a problem. Like, I don't give a fuck about what Dario has going on. Yet he's supposed to be this big payoff in the Thor run. I don't know. I don't know if I like what's being cooked. I appreciate the restaurant. I appreciate Al Ewing and what he usually cooks. Some things just ain't my cup of tea. It's not my plate of food. Dario's as a big bad's one of them. I think it's a problem, but hey, maybe there's a few Dario fans out there. Maybe you can get in the comments and explain to me like why this was a good move. I think it sucks. I don't really like it, but again, I appreciate the writer. I appreciate what he's done over the years. Maybe he cooks with this. Hopefully he cooks. I always wish the best because ultimately, when we get the best, it does better for my channel, does better for the community in general, and does better for the stories. So I do wish for the best, but Dario sucks. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Go check out my other videos. I've been covering a lot of recent comics. And yeah, never forget, it's Yancey Street, bitches.